There's not very many programs like ours here because they can't survive.
Officials for CPRF describing the need for funding for its wheelchair and posture seating clinic. The nonprofit works to help people with disabilities find employment and independence. It does that in part by designing custom wheelchairs. For one of its clients, a little too young for full sentences, it's the smile on his face that shows us what freedom through mobility means.
Woo! Tell you.
Jackson is just like every other almost 2-year-old. Full of giggles.
Bang. Whoops. Oops.
Mischief.
You can get it. You want it?
He also has osteogenesis imperfecta, which causes brittle bones.
Specifically, the brittle bones cause him more fractures from just really not a lot of movement or anything. He's gotten better as he's gotten older, but it's definitely going to affect him lifelong.
Abby says they've known about his condition since he was in utero.
We knew he would need a chair. I wanted him to have one sooner than later because of the independence and the mobility.
Abby and her husband connected with other parents in the OI community, getting an idea of what Jackson's chair would need.
We needed something that was smaller. We needed something that he could push easily. There's nothing out there right now that really does that for his size and then for his needs specifically.
They were referred to CPRF. The team took their ideas and brought them to life. All of the chairs are custom designed for each client. So for example, in Jackson's chairs, the wheels are angled. That allows for his arms to be able to reach and for him to get around easier. This video capturing Jackson's first time in his chair, proving that for a toddler, it doesn't matter how they take their first solo movements forward. Once they go, they're gone.
It makes me really happy that he can get in it and move around and get into trouble just like any other almost 2-year-old his age, and hang out with his sister who's older and keep up with her. And
for those designing these chairs, they know how important it is to get it right.
Now we've got a more secure way to keep him in this chair.
Wheelchairs are more like your legs. And so when the wheelchairs aren't working correctly and don't provide the mobility and the accessibility that our clients need, then nothing is right.
Yay! And now the focus isn't helping Jackson with mobility, but keeping up with him.
Get it. Go chase it.
CPRF says the big ask is donations. For equipment donations like wheelchairs, but also monetary donations to keep its wheelchair and posture seating clinic running. The equipment helps to fund items like power wheelchairs, van lifts, ramps, and other items that may not be covered through insurance. We do have a link to donate or to fill out an application on KSN.com.
I love what he said in that story, that the wheels are like their legs, and if the wheels aren't working, then their legs aren't working, they can't get around, and it's so great to see an organization that's making sure that they can find a wheelchair and fit it perfectly for each person. Great story.
Yeah, about 800 come through their shop every year, so even when we were there, they made some modifications to Jackson's chair and just cranked it out.
Yeah, and he looked so happy.
Yes, he was.